Hello YouTube and good morning if you're catching me live. My name is Vac and we're here to play some Marvel Strike Force. So you found your way to Mortytown TV, which I guess you could call my little corner of the internet, where I showcase my gameplay in Marvel Strike Force and that of my alliance, the Mortytown Locos. I include my alliance because we're going to show some war footage, and this is something we're going to be doing this morning. So that's basically what you can expect is my normal Saturday morning playthrough, which includes calling a war for the alliance. Of course, we're going to do some Dark Dimension 3. We're going to try to clear out that final global node and move on to Cosmic. And then we're going to run through my energy and blah blah blah, normal everyday stuff. Nothing real special here. But we are going to see some gameplay of the new character, Domino. We are going to fool around with Blitz for a while, for sure. This being an Ironheart Blitz. So anyway, we're staring at my login screen here. We're going to pick up my daily rewards. So I've been playing a little over 2 years now, and I think it's fair to say that I'm a whale. I spend a decent amount of money on the game. It really comes out to about $5-6 a day, mostly on energy, somewhat on refreshes. And that's left me after 2 years of play with 10 million collection power. And I'm usually, or I have for a long time been somewhere placed in the top 100 in the game, usually in the 80s. I'm not quite one of the major Krakens that play this game. In fact, I look at them in a lot of ways. I look at them in the way that many people look at me, and I can't understand how they can spend that much. But I just realize they're working from different places in life than me. So let's go have a look at Arena. I want to see just how far I fell overnight, and I didn't go nowhere. And this afternoon might be a different story. But for now, we're sitting strong at number 2. I really don't want to go to number 1. That's not a strong position to be in. Best place to be is number 2 until that last minute when you go to number 1. So we're going to move on from that, and I need to just give a quick shout out to the Mortys. So, I'm not sure. I'm guessing about a 2-hour stream today, maybe 3. It's about the normal, right? But we do have a good bit to do today. There's no doubt that the war is going to take up some time. I have really got to find myself a gift. A gift of Rick Sanchez in one of those power armor suits from season 2, maybe 3, I can't remember. Alright. And one shout out in game while we have a quick look at what everybody had to say last night while we was sleeping. And didn't nobody say shit, but man, they was raising characters. And I like that. Animagus, so see, that was the last one I saw before I went to bed. Looks like Reds is trying to get ready to unlock Star-Lord, and that's good. All right. Whew, excuse me. I'm not getting enough sleep lately. So a lot of Morty's getting stronger, looking good. So we'll do one big shout out in game. Alright, so as you can tell, there is a pretty strong Rick and Morty themed everything I do about this, how I'm running the game. Everybody's Mortys in the guild. We're all Mortys. Mortytown Locos. We noticed that one of the guilds, one of the alliances right around us in the power leaderboards, we don't know if they were always named this or if they changed their name to the Council of Ricks, and we thought that was pretty funny. So they're our nemesis now. We really fucking hate those guys. They went out and became everything they hated. Okay, so where should we start here? We should probably start with our free energy, our free orbs. Get those refreshing. After that, we're going to go check the offers and see if there's anything in here we're interested in. I'll actually take these war consumables. I don't really buy these for the energy and the defense boosts. I mean, I'm generally maxed on those. I don't have a whole lot else to spend my credits on. My blitz credits. But those war credits, man, those are as good as gold. That's stuff you can buy some good T4s with, and lots of them. So I'd like to get all that I can. And see that I don't care about. Nope, nope, nope. Nibbity nope, nibbity nope. Nah, it's a bad rate. I want Red Star Orbs, but that's just a bad rate. So that'll do that. All right, good deal. Okay, so the daily routine, you know what, we'll get to this one second. Let's go to the event first. So we're going to buy up some energy here. It should come out to 900 energy. And that should be, if this is like every other event, see, that'll be it right there, yeah. And this would be just like, if it's like every other event, then what's going to happen here is that we'll have exactly enough to do the entire hard section of the event. Of course, we did all that last night. We're just going to autoplay and move on. Why anyone? I don't think anybody ever plays it twice, right? I mean, there's no point. So just 100 energy at a time, we work our way down. And we see how many of these orbs we get. And then we just hope for good pulls. There is a pretty strong RNG element to this. You and I could spend the same amount of energy and come out with a pretty healthy variance on our dominoes, depending upon luck out of the orbs. So that got us 2 serendipity orbs, which for the morning is going to net us 20 shards. Probably not going to get anything I want out of this mega orb at all, but we're going to go ahead and open it. Well, I'm just going to hope for a blob. I'm going to hope for blob. Nah, no luck. That's a whole lot of ultimate shards right there. Might even take me to, yep, 4 ultimate orbs. So we're just going to keep banking those. We're not opening those. We do need to buy that. We want catalysts. Alright. And just in the interest of working on my DD3 teams, we're going to refresh here and have a look at what we can get. Definitely want catalysts. Definitely want the basic catalysts. One more refresh. We're hoping to see some mini uniques that we need, like alpha flights and bone marrows. I'll buy that shield tech. Okay, so I'm only doing 50 refreshes, so we're moving on. Not much to do on the Blitz store today. Let's see now. We're just freaking out of credits here. We've been spending them up too quick. Yeah, no orbs there. No orbs there. We will take these catalysts, and we're going to again hope for some good uniques like superior marrow extracts. That's what we need. Well, that and more is what we need. We still got one more piece of gear to put on Captain Marvel to get her to gear tier 14. And she'll be a good one to swap in and out for multiple runs a day of Dark Dimension 3. I'm going to save the rest of what I got. Alright, let's have a look here. I've kind of spent up all of my upgrade tokens. There's nothing really to grab, so done in the store. Yeah, why does that say 8 supplies? See, bugged ass UI. Bugged ass UI. So let's do our challenges. And maybe we'll take a crack here at capping this out. Global characters. Only global characters. So typically that would be, apparently I haven't done this in a while. There's not even a cult. Yeah, there's a Coulson on there. I'm looking at the right team. So that's, you know, arguably my best global team. I can mix in, you know, I can yo-yo, but I can't Black Bolt. Oh, that's crazy. I guess I could use aim. I feel like Shield's my best team at that tag. Let's see what we can do here. I haven't done this in a while. Maybe this will be easier, but I don't think I've raised my shield up a whole lot in a long time. And as I recall, this kind of kicked my ass the last time I did it. Oh, there's the war. I need to be focusing on the damn clock. Alright, so we're just going to do this quick. Alright, so we'll kill Thor and we'll kill Loki, and then we'll see if we can't get Hela after. You know what? We probably should kill this Falcon before he gets around to doing his speed. Oh, that Hela's pretty brutal. Okay. No, if he got his speed off, we're probably in trouble. I don't know though. We're holding. We're holding. We're William Holden. Okay. Come on, shield. Still got a lot of people to drop. We still need to get hella dead. Minerva is going to be a problem. We might need to move to her. Okay. I think I might have lost medic the last time I did this, and that's why we went down. RNG, man. So much of it is RNG. Don't kill Nick. No. All right. Well, we gotta hope for a res. If these others can hang on. Now we got two of these hellas. Holy moly. We're in trouble. You in danger, girl. All right. Yeah, I don't like our odds now. I don't like our odds. I'll look into what may be a better team for this. All right, I don't have time to watch this slow loss. I know that theoretically, technically, since we still have medic, that we could pull out of that, but I don't see it happening. And I got to go call a war room. So we're going to move straight to that. Matter of fact, we'll come back to challenges that all together. And we'll go straight to the war. Remember. Okay, sorry. There will be occasional just random fucking, movie and show references in this. I just can't help it. It's part of my makeup. All right, so no buff on that. Kind of lobby. That looks like a trap. that really looks like a trap. But then again, all of this looks pretty low. Like, what are these guys doing? There's no buff showing. They may just be trying to not show their hand here. I can't fathom why you'd want to bait anybody in the middle. Just all things being equal, the middle lane is the best place to go insofar as future options, right? You can clear a room and sidestep in any direction. Almost certainly there's going to be some shit room under Flight Deck 2. That seems to be why they're baiting us that way. But it also could be, man, that they're just short on people. It could just be that. Always a possibility. I'm just trustful because it looks like bait. But it's not going to be a kill box, whatever's below it. And, yeah, we're just going to have to go down the middle and see what we get. And if we don't like it, we'll just shift to the outside. But I do get the feeling that we're seeing a more unusual base design today. Good morning, Chris. How are you, sir? I don't know about you, but I could have stayed in bed a little while longer. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking with these 9 a.m.s. I know what I was thinking. I was thinking that I was on day shift and that was going to be the most convenient for me to be able to call the rooms, And I'm on afternoon shift, so I mean, it's like it's not a huge imposition to get up. And now I have all morning to play, and I don't have to do it at work, so I can stream it, right? Still would have been nice to sleep another hour. I'm staying up too damn late. I stayed up late last night trying to get my PC tower together, and I think I messed up buying a Corsair power control unit, because what I really need is for, like, if the connector fits, then that's the right spot. That's the way I need it to work, and that's not seemingly how this works. Like, just because the connector fits, it's not necessarily the right spot, and so I'm getting wildly inconsistent results. All right. And I did enough troubleshooting and experimenting last night that I got myself all twisted up on what goes where. And now I just took all the power cabling out. I got a friend coming over later. I'm kind of more of a tech guy than me. We're going to try to figure it out. So let's see here. I got a whole lot of shit to do. I need to get this stream over with, finish up my stuff. So we're just going to move through. We're not going to do a lot of experimentation this morning. So we'll worry about these later. The tiny amount of shit you get from these daily challenges is almost insulting anyway. It's not something I'm truly concerned about. So we've done our event energy, so now we're going to move on to energy. This, of course, being the bread and butter of advancing your account. There we go. We're going to take that in. See, I'd love to be able to get Captain Marvel raised up. Those marrows were handy, but I think she still needs more. Yep. So we need 15 total, and we've got 4. So, Jesus, what? This shit's so miserable getting Gear Tier 14. It's so miserably slow. And we finished up. We did manage to finish up Minerva. So I'm going to have a look at the cosmic list here and see where we're at. Corvus needs one more. What's he on? Does he need, what kind of mini uniques? He needs the alpha flights. So we're kind of waiting on Marrows for Captain Marvel. We're waiting on alpha flight ciphers for him. We're done with Ebony Maw. We still need to work on Cull Obsidian. I just want to kind of keep him with his team, but and since I'm going to use him in Arena, I want him maxed, but he does not. I feel like he's probably got limited usefulness in DD3. I'm not so sure that any tank is desirable in that mode, because nobody can tank it. I think your best bet is always going to be Yo-Yo. Of course, I'm not going to be able to use Yo-Yo in the Cosmic phase. It's just that her 50% damage reduction is way, way better. How many Gear 14 tunes do I have? I don't know. We can try to have a look at that. I really don't know. But let me go ahead and knock out my superior basic catalyst farming for the daily ritual for me. Every day I come in here and I farm these 3 nodes until they cost 200 to refresh, and then I stop. These 3 nodes are where the vast majority of my energy goes these days. These 3 nodes are my lifeline and the bane of my existence. These 3 nodes. And given that these 3 nodes did not all exist a few months ago, I hate to think what it was like for top-end players and how much it cost. Oh, well, Just got enough for one. We'll come back to the rest later, for sure. Mainly just we're not going to get a piece of gear today. That's pretty much going to do it. But we need 300 of these suckers anyway, so it's not happening today. I mean, unless they decide to pop up an offer for them tonight, it's just not happening. Holy shit, are we done with that target already? All right. Let's have a look, shall we? That was quick. So that took us right down into reactor, and they are. It's not technically a kill box. Now we're not going to try to full clear this. We're just going to move on through and keep looking for the juicy stuff. So that's going to be GR Bob and Rock Tour. So we're going to go take a look at those two guys and see which one is the lowest TCP. Rock Tour is 5'6". Where are you at, GR Bob? There you are. And GR Bob is 4'6". So that's a pretty hefty difference. So I'm going to call clear and move down, and we'll see what's underneath it. So yeah, 110K Hydra team ain't nothing to sneeze at, but we're not really scared of it, and I'm not wasting any of my big teams on it. It looks like twerp's all over that shit anyway. Well, good man, Chris. Good man. So I'm going to back out of the war again and go back to what I was doing. And what that was answering Chris's question about just how many Gear Tier 14 tunes I have. Because I'm not sure. So I'm looking at 10, 11. There you go, 11. The answer is 11. Okay. Back to the default. We're not really needing to farm any more out of there. Let's pick up whatever milestones we've got here. Save the world, of course. Spend all that energy. Okay, what does that leave me? Arena Raid Blitz donation. So I'm going to go ahead and do a double donation right now. Really came up short on that. Who I'm going to be forced into action before long. Alright, so Arena, Raid, and Blitz. Not really doing anything on Arena till later today, though, so we can focus on Raid, or, yeah, we can focus on Raids and Blitzing right now, which is good, because we definitely want to do a Blitz rotation, which is not something we typically do every day. It's really time crunching me, to be quite freaking honest. I've almost factored into my scheduling the fact that I really rarely ever need to Blitz. That'll be handy for him. Alright, sorry, grabbing some shit on Baxos. Alright, so what's our raid situation? Orbs to pick up real quick. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to monitor the war here. I'm going to swap your view over. And what I mean by that, if you're new here or you're watching this later on the internet, on the YouTubes, and what I mean by that is that I have a second account, a free-to-play account over here that I have inherited from my brother, who started playing this game with me and has since stopped. His name is Baxos. And while I would love to retire him one day, because this is really a crunch on my time, like a big time crunch on my time. I picked him up and started playing him for the good of the guild. And, you know, I've just been kind of doing it ever since. And it's been fun, it's been instructive, don't get me wrong. I really needed a good taste of what free-to-play is like, because I've never played free-to-play. Okay, so he's done the relic event. That's all we're going to be able to do there. And go ahead and get his challenges, which definitely deserve some attention and time to work on, but not today. You know, it would be preferable just to recruit a new Morty and retire this guy, but honestly the next Morty we recruit wouldn't be replacing this guy. There's always somebody else to replace. That's why I'm still playing him, right? We have had the issue of people leaving the game as fast as we can recruit. And for that, I truly do blame Foxnax, because I play a lot of these modes, and it's more like work than a game. It's not, you know, there's nothing fun about DD3. You go in against a massively overwhelming enemy, you do tiny little incremental bits of damage, and you get your teeth kicked in every fucking day. Like, who thought that'd be fun? What's fun about that? Daily losses. That's not fun, guys. That's not fun at all. Challenging is fun. All right, losing to a challenge that, oh, okay, you're just on the precipice of, but when you're fighting an opponent where there's absolutely no way that you excel, no way whatsoever, when just getting all of your abilities off before you die is a good day, then it's not killing me, right? But it ain't fun. There's nothing fun about it. It's a chore. It's a chore that you do because you don't want your mother to yell at you. I mean, you do because you don't want, you want the stuff. That's about it. They're dangling, you know, they're dangling a carrot on the end of that stick, but you're paying hell to get there. All right, let's see. We're gonna go ahead and buy his energy, which will not be as much as that, but we're gonna spend up what he's got, right? Hopefully we get the 50s every day. And usually don't get 100. We just get those 450s. But sometimes, you know, you never know. Alright, so we're going to start our farming for the day. We definitely want to start with Hand Assassin because we really need a Phoenix to go somewhere in Arena right now. And, I mean, I guess I've got until she cycles back around, so it's going to be a while. I wished I could have... I've been farming hard on that character since I took over this account, but it's just not ready. Just not ready. So, no, he's not that big a priority. Now that we've got her, Falcon's still so far behind. I missed him yesterday, so I'm going to go ahead and farm Falcon. And then Hella, of course. And finally, our 2 AIM characters that we're working on. Security's nearly done. Because I stop farming like this when I get them to 6 stars. Any character that I can get out of orbs, I get to 6 and I chill. Move on to the next character. Now there was a point on my main account where I pretty much got everybody to 6, and then I peeled back around. And I started, at that point, a lot of my characters that I had at first got to 6 were pretty close to 7 at that point, and I just kind of went and started finishing everybody off, you know. You give people a while, you know, you get good luck out of orbs, you know, you can, you can get pretty close to 300 shards without hardly even trying if you just go work on other shit. So that leaves us just Shocker here. And we're raising him for 2 reasons. Number 1, it would be nice to have a decently strong Sinister 6, and number 2, that's a good team to raise for the acquisition of legendaries because you can get both Shuri and Invisible Woman from it. Alright. I don't know how much he's got left, like 54 energy, so we're going to have a look at his AIM team and put a little toward that. Seems like Monstrosity needs all the love. Alrighty, and while you're looking at all this, I'm gonna go check our defense. I mean, I don't think they're awake. They don't seem to be. Oh no, now they're attacking. Now they're attacking. So while I can do so with some privacy and not show off our war defense, I'm gonna go ahead and put a few boosts in. All right. And let's see, Baxos needs to be farming gear. Alright. So he needs arena, raids, and blitz. It's about all we got left to do on both accounts, right? We're going to go ahead and put in an attack on his arena team, which is basically BKT. Full X-Men team. Good on you, dog. Good on you. Shield. I'm not so sure that Shield's the best choice there. We're going to try them. They're a tough defensive team. Probably kick our ass. But if we can overwhelm, we might do all right. If we can overwhelm, what I mean to say is if we can overwhelm Medic right off the bat, I think we'll win. Let me see what's happening at Reactor here. Nah. No need for my help just yet. We might levy an attack with Baxos in there in a minute. Don't kill Minerva. Don't you kill Minerva. Blah, blah, blah. So that, as they say, fucking sucked. All right, so, you know, you win some, you lose some. We're going to let that autoplay. Can't do much there. Okay. So at this point, yeah, we're just going to let this auto play out so that we can just get the credit for an arena attack. If nothing else, I just want to get 2 attacks in and get his daily reward. Whether or not he climbs the arena ranks right now, his team's, you know, it's good and all, but like, it's a mid-range team. It's not going to get him very far here. And even if I did gain some ranks, I doubt we'd still be sitting there at the end of the day when the rewards are calculated. So, oh, this looks like it's going to be just a slow loss. Who knows? Ultron may pull it off there. We just got Medic dead. If we can get Fury out of there, shit, who knows? We might win this. I'd be surprised. I really kind of figured that was the end of it with no Minerva. Now we've lost Star-Lord, so that does complicate things. But who knows? Hell, maybe Ultron can solo these fuckers. You never know. Once he gets up to steam, man, and really hits critical mass, he's hard to beat for anybody. Yeah, look, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. Just when I think I knew it the whole time. I knew it the whole time, man. I don't know why you ever doubted me. I don't know why you ever doubted me. Oh, man. So if you're just joining us, my name is Vac, and we're playing some Marvel Strike Force. The name of this stream is the Mortytown TV. That's because our guild is the Mortytown Locos. And we got a good, solid guild full of some strong Mortys. I'm about a 10 million TCP player. We got a lot of 5-6 million guys. We got some 4s, 3s, and we got some 2s. We got a pretty wide variance on our roster. I've noticed that most of the people we fight, then it's everybody's like 4, 5, or 6 basically million TCP. It seems to be the jam for Gold 2. So we're on a timer, and we're certainly not going to spend cores, so we're going to jump out of here and grab as many milestones as we can. Now, you're not looking at my primary account here. You're looking at my secondary account, my free-to-play account. And this is where I learn what the world's like for the little guy, because I've been slowly but surely... I've had access. This account's been... I took it over about 3 months ago, 2 months ago, something to that effect, right at the start of the quarantine. Right at the start of the quarantine. Definitely take that. So symbiote shards are always welcome. So he needs to blitz. He's got his arena done. Oh, I wish. But no bundles. No bundles on the free-to-play. No bundling. So... some stores to pick up. A few little raid orbs. Alright. And then we've got a few raids to get through. And that will be probably the next focus here. We'll do our raids. We'll check back on the war. Then we'll do blitz rotations. And go from there. That might be the end of it, in fact. But we'll see. We'll see. We're just gonna keep rolling. This is essentially just me pointing a camera at my playtime, because this is playtime I've been doing for 2 years, right, with no camera pointed at me. But every day I do a morning session when I get up and try to knock the majority of everything out, and then I do an evening session to try to wrap all the loose ends up. And in the middle, I try to work and be a human being and visit my family and shit like that. So we're gonna go to the view, and we're gonna swap you back over to the big guy. And we'll let Baxos play second fiddle for a little while. All these orbs, man. When did I get a red star orb? I mean, not that I'm that excited about it, but take our basic orbs. Orbs do not have the same luster as they used to. We'll take the milestones and hope we get... I think there's blobs in there, but we hardly ever see them. He's one of the only characters that I really need to get to 7 stars that come out of orbs, pretty much. I think he might be the only character, in fact. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it's raid time. So we're going to start off with this new gamma raid. I really thought somebody would fire that up last night. We were just shy on tickets when I went to bed. Okay, looks like Strike Team 2 is going to be the place to be. Who's in here? Skilled's right up the middle. Good morning, Skilled. So we're going to take the left wing over here. And with Vac, I'm going to take, well, yeah. Baxos can take the Guardians node because he was originally built in a time where you did Defenders first and Guardians second. So he's got a decent Defender or a Guardian squad, about 300k. About 300k. Nothing to sneeze at. Nothing to sneeze at. So we're going to get him started on that. We're going to load back up on his symbiotes. Like, who's running that team? Who's running that team? Now, granted, those are my 5 strongest characters, and it's almost 500k, but who's running that team? We're all about those symbies. All right, come here, phone. What is it you got to tell me? Make it quick. Yeah, okay. Victor Von Doom. Man, nobody wants to read all that. I say that, but I know full well somebody does. I know full well that someone does. All right, so we're going to stand up a minute. All right, well, you guys will. I'm going to sit here. No, this is awkward. I guess I'll stand up. Oh. Did you know that it is difficult to play with the desk at the level of your chin? So, we're going to need to center up the camera. Kind of tilt the monitor up a little bit here. And there we go. Now we're back at it. So symbiotes are making short work of this raid, and they pretty much always do. It's really kind of a sleepwalk kind of thing for me. Again, like I say, I love this game. I like the strategy. I really enjoy the guys that I play with. And I have fun playing the game. But some of the mode design is just silly. Like when it was just raids, I could understand, but you know, like more and more, they just keep packing on modes that are not that fun, that demand your attention if you wish to stay competitive. Meanwhile, the one mode that would be a blast, they are just dithering around on. Like quit testing and turn it into a mode. I get the benefit of wanting to add in a like an all things equal kind of mode, so that people can test their skill, but I find that to be fucking ludicrous, to be quite honest, because it's so much RNG, and what order you're using the abilities in and your knowledge of those abilities certainly is important for overall gameplay. But what is even more important for the overall gameplay of Marvel Strike Force is your ability to prioritize. It is your ability to look at a roster with 138 characters on it and say, not this one, but that one. And that's a skill. It's all of its own in this game. There are plenty of people who have neutered themselves because they poured massive amounts of precious resources into some shit character that they love in real life. And I mean, I don't, go for it, right? I've gotten lucky that just most of the characters that I've always had an affinity for turned out to be pretty good in the game. But so I get that people want to do that, but the name of the game is roster building. It's not, everything is not 5v5 in this game. And so to take that away, like that's not a compelling or interesting game mode to me. So much of it will come down to RNG at that point. That it's not what I want. I just want to be able to PvP people with my roster against their roster to see who built it the fuck better and have some fun competing. Now, you can put it on an even play field and I'll enjoy that still. It's still PvP. It's going to be better than like this shit, right? I'm not disputing that. But I would prefer to enjoy the fruits of my labors. I mean, that's just the mode I'm going to prefer of the two that they're showing us. And I would really only use the newest one that they're putting in if I were trying to fight someone who is just drastically lower than me, right? That's fine, right? That's a good way to kind of make up a shortfall in that regard. I mean, I've been doing stupid shit like, I'll only pick minions and things like that, right? But what I want is a truly competitive mode, full rosters, matchmaking. Screw. I mean, like this shit they're doing now just seems to be a way to get around matchmaking. Build some fucking matchmaking, Fox and X. Put some rewards around it. Build a league structure. Let me advance through higher and higher tiers of rewards as I beat more players. Maybe make a leaderboard. I don't know. It's not complicated, right? Your game is getting stale and you need some PvP and you're fucking around testing it on modes that I just don't find to be that compelling. How about let's make an actual mode out of it? Let's put it in the game. What do you say? Because right now the only thing I have to fill time between energy periods is Blitz. And Blitz, I just don't care. Not only is it, it's kind of fun, but it's it's only marginally fun. It's still PvE. And, I don't need most of those characters anymore. First world problems. I understand first world problems, but it's just not a compelling game mode that's going to fill a lot of my time. I 100% agree, Chris. I think a 1v1 war mode, something a little deeper than 5v5, let me play against another player over like a 15-minute period and do like something to that effect, or even all day, a 24-hour period against another player, just like war, and let me pit my entire roster against their entire roster. Even if that's not like live PvP, that would be massively fun. That would be awesome. I would have a great time doing that. I'd eat that shit up. I'd probably suffer with my participation in other modes if they put something like that in, especially if they put some good rewards behind it. All right, so we're going to take back down the Kree Hand lane and Baxos down the Kree Ravager. That's not the team I want to use. Yeah, man, I just love the game. I hate the game mode design. For the most part, I find it to be just utter shit. It's unimaginative. It's a treadmill to give us something to do. When all I have ever needed is just an avenue with some decent rewards to compete against my fellow players and have a good time. That's all I've ever needed in any game. You throw a hut ball in the middle of that, I'm in love. Perhaps I've said too much. I don't know. So, good morning. If you're just joining us, my name is Vac. We're playing some Marvel Strike Force. You found your way to Mortytown TV. Mortytown Locos being our guild. And if you're looking for someone to teach you the game and, you know, show you the ropes and analyze every character and give you tier lists and all, I mean, I can probably give you some wisdom, but for the most part, that's probably Casino is the guy you want to go to. If you just want to see some high-end gameplay and crack some jokes and talk about movies and games, then this is the channel. Then this is where you want to be. We're in our first week. I think today is in fact today makes 7 days of streaming. It was never my intention to just never do anything but you know, if I'm sitting here at my computer playing, I might as well stream. I do less playing on my phone and more playing on my PC now, so that opens up more streaming time. And truth be told, I mean, I've always been I was a theater kid growing up, so I've never minded looking at a camera and talking. Audiences have never bothered me. I mean, just, you know, being honest, full disclosure, it's a pretty small audience right now, and I suspect it's mostly my guild mates. And I don't know when we're going to break through on that whole YouTube algorithm and start getting shown more. I'm trying to work tags and titles as best I can to get us out there. But that algorithm is still a bit of a mystery to me. And I have intentions of looking into it more, but I have so many other things that I really need to teach myself right now. Graphic design and video editing. I'm getting better at the video editing. That I've been working on some. I need to go ahead and get sometime this weekend, but I've been a little tied up trying to build a new PC. And so a lot of things on my plate, guys. A lot of things on my plate. Yeah, 1v1 war sounds like a fantastic mode. It's not just that I'm pretty sure I'd do well at it, you know, or my TCP, but that just sounds like a fun mode. That sounds like a fun mode. War has been one of the more entertaining modes in the game, and I think a 1v1 version of it would be a winner. I think it'd be a big winner. Okay, so that's all for that raid for Vac right now. Baxos is still working his way down his lane. And, you know, I should have checked the percentage on that Ultimus raid. I don't think we got it. I don't know that we got 60%. Oh, we did. We got 65%. Good job, guys. Man, we got some fucking great Mortys. Alright. Arena and Blitz is what we're after now. Yeah. Alright, one more on Baxos over here. Still working that Kree Ravager lane. Okay, so let's see here. Let's grab that reward and go fire up a U7. I think these are mostly Ultimus. Yeah. An ability orb. Hey, we'll take that. Laggily, but we'll take it. Let's get all these gear orbs. Yeah. Nothing there I don't want. Okay. take it over to raids. And we'll see what we got here. We got plenty of tickets. So let's start that up. And off we go. Okay, so this is a team that makes short work of U7. Maybe not short work. I probably could put together a higher DPS team, but this is a really safe team. They don't really start. They never really fall out except toward the end of the lane on one of the boss nodes, and then occasionally I might lose them there. But I got a ton of heal recharges, so it's not really a big deal. It's mostly about Black Bolt putting in work. All right, let's get Baxos going in the U7 here. His path through here is a little different. You know, with Vac, we got one team we use the whole time, and we pretty much just hit autoplay and let it go. Baxos ends up using a variety of teams because, you know, they die. They just die. And he's, you know, doesn't have a lot of recharges to heal. All right. Well, I got 2,200 left. You know, they come with a lot of energy bundles, and I buy all the energy bundles, so you end up just kind of stacking up on them. Because that'll take them above the cap, you know. And off we go. Yeah, so 11 gear tier 14 characters and counting. At this moment, 7 red stars. I'd like to get that to 10. That'd be nice to have a whole page of 7 red star characters. Be right back. So yeah, I think the best bet for growth on the channel is gonna be short form videos. That's what most people come to YouTube for, right? They got something in specific they want to see about the game. I don't think there's as big a live stream audience here. I mean, if I really wanted to to see what I could do on that, I'd go to Twitch. But I think that we can get people interested in the live stream by making some shorter videos with catchy titles that people are likely to type into the search field, having to do with new characters, new teams, maybe rants against Fox Next. I probably could pull that off. But I don't know, whatever might catch people's attention. Don't do that. Come on. I'm so disappointed. So the worst part about that is that blows 10 energy. It's not the end of the world. I will recover. We will recover. But I'm not exactly happy about it. Baxo's not having his best day on U7. Neither am I. Crashing. He's dying, I'm crashing. Alright. Back at it. Unfortunately, now we're down to just one attack. And we're not very deep in. But I can at least knock this boss out of the way. I would like to be farther toward the second one by the end of this run. But maybe we have some, perhaps we have some raid energy. I'm not sure. Yeah, so it's a little weird how they're doing the all things even PvP mode, right? Like, I expected it to just be, you know, pick what characters you want. They'll all be the same level, same star level, etc. But the way they're doing it is you can't pick characters you don't have, or at least it has to be a character you've raised to gear tier 9. Which, I mean, functionally that's going to be the same for a lot of in-game players. So in a way, I mean, that still gives Wales an advantage in the fact that they have more characters open and a wider variety of shit to pick from. I don't really understand the whole point of the mode. If the point of the mode was to even up things, then why leave inequities in? I don't get it. I found the initial draft system to be much more compelling, fun, badass. Pick your adjective. Yeah, man, a 1v1, 8 teams on defense, like that, that'd be a lot of fun. And it probably wouldn't take, you could probably have that just be like a 4-hour mode or something like that, you know what I mean? Especially if you gave enough energy, just, you know, It's all about how you parcel out and how much energy you give. Yeah, man, like a 3-4 hour battle. I mean, I don't even know if it'd take that long. Like maybe instead of having to be on an automated schedule, you make a matchmaking system and let people just fire one up instantly, and then have it like a 2-hour match or something like that. Maybe I don't know. You know, first one to clear is basically the way it's going to go, right? We'll put like a 2-hour time limit on it. And then don't even give it energy. Just let people attack as much as they want. First guy to get all 8 of those teams dead wins, right? That would be badass. That would be a fun little race, right? You be on your... Don't fucking talk to me right now. No, hold on. Wait. You know, shit. That'd be good. That'd be intense. Throw some tier 4 gear in there. I'd do that all day. I'd do it all day. Every day. Okay, Baxos is tapped. We'll start with Carnage. And off we go. I would do it all damn day. 1v1 war. Brilliant. You're just right down the road from them, Chris. They should hire you. Ooh, I got a potpourri holder to clean before my guests arrive. Whew. Got to get this damn tower running. That's the main thing I'm focused on today. This new workstation that I've built for myself is impressive. It's really nice looking. I really like it. I'm getting a lot of joy out of it. But to add the tower here is the last and probably biggest piece of that puzzle. I could do without these lights, but I understand the necessity for the stream, right? As it is, I'm shadowing my eyes this morning, but I was having a bad hair day. Does my tower have lights? My tower has lights on the motherboard itself, RGB lights, I mean, not just regular old lights. Not a cup holder, no cup holder. But I do have, I'm going to spend 50 more cores here. I do have RGB lights on the motherboard. I have RGB lights on the liquid cooler. I have RGB lights on the fans, obviously. I got RGB lights on the RAM. I got RGB lights on the GPU. And there are RPG lights built into the case. So, as everybody knows, fancy lights make a computer faster. And so this will probably be the fastest computer I have ever owned. It's beautiful. I got it lit up, man. I got it to post, right? Now I've got the power cables screwed up again. I'm going to need my friend to help me figure out where the fuck everything goes. Or I'm just going to need more time for troubleshooting. Because it's very difficult to try to do this shit. 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. I'm working 40 hours a week. I'm streaming 6 hours a day. And even if I wasn't streaming, I'd still need to keep up with this game. And 2 accounts of that is taking about 6 hours a day. So, like, I just don't have fucking time. I got a cool looking case, but what it is I kind of bought a case that fits this desk. What I got here, you might kind of have seen from the monitor photos I put on Discord, is an all white desk. I got a white monitor and I got a white tower, and it's an NZXT 740H or something like that, I want to say. And it's a beautiful design. It's very simplistic, very modern. It's just a plain white case, 2 USB ports and a power button, and that's it. There's no disk drive. There's none of that shit, and then just a glass case on the side that will be facing you, because I'm gonna have it on the right over here, and yeah, then just a glass side piece to let all the lights shine on you while you play games. And plus, since that itself is black, white, and red, and I'm probably going to go with red lighting. We're going to do this one too. I'm probably going to go with red lighting. So, and what I want is red lighting that breathes, right? That's what I'm looking for. So probably what I'll do is this little guy is going to live inside the case. So, you know. Hi. Anyway. Mostly just because he'll fit the color theme out of all the Funko Pops that I got. I might buy more at one point. I don't have the urge to collect the way Spawn does, but I'm liking them. I'll probably buy me some more. My favorite is Phil down here. He lives under the monitor. You know. But he's got a sweet cherry red ride, so that's you know, that kind of puts him ahead of the others. He was a little more expensive than the others too. He was like 25, 30 bucks. But it's a much bigger model. Much bigger. Yeah, that's the guy. The dude in the car, man. Phil Coulson. Phil Coulson. Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Have you ever been to Tahiti? It's a magical place. That's a line from the show. I'm not actually talking about Tahiti. Yeah, the dude in the car. I got hit. He lives right here underneath the Alienware ultra wide, and behind the Alienware is my little crossbones looking at me. Get him, Black Bolt. Wow. Okay, man, it's fun to see him just completely take a team off the map. So let's take a look on Baxos and see what things look like on the war. While these five guys do their work. Pushing good through reactor. We're looking good, guys. Oh yeah, we might actually have a relevant attack here for big guy after we finish this. Smockin's on the case. All right. The car's name, by the way, the car's name is Lola. Okay. Yeah, Lola's got the whole, it's a surprise moment in the show at one point, but then it becomes kind of routine after, where you find out Lola flies. Lola has the whole wheels turned down, thrusters, shooting, you know, like the whole Back to the Future kind of thing. And there's like a running gag on the show where one of the characters is kind of the mechanic for the team, right? And he wants so badly to work on that car, and the boss won't let him. You know, Phil's just like, don't touch Lola. Don't touch Lola. No, come on, I just want to, just let me tutor up. No, don't touch Lola. And he's continually like sucking up and buying gifts for Phil Coulson, trying to get his hands on that car. And it's a pretty funny long running gag as part of the show. So anyway, we're gonna run over here and play some Marvel Strike Force and stop talking about Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is just one of my favorite shows ever. So we're 70-23, pushing hard through reactor. I want to see this team. I haven't seen this second team here. So we got ourselves, you know, two possible candidates forward back to attack, and we just happen to have 2 energy. So what are the odds? I mean, gosh. So this 349 shield, this is actually one of my shield counters, but not my more reliable one, right? The stronger one, actually, insofar as power rebels. No, I'm wrong about that. I'm wrong about that. These guys took a jump up. So this is my stronger option for taking out a shield team. So that's what we're going to go with here. Since we're facing some debuffs, and this is reactor, which makes it a tough fight. We're not going to be able to taunt, right? And a lot of your early game in with this new Brotherhood, you're feeling pretty safe because you got that taunt on toe around Blob, and here you're going to be lacking in. There's the very real possibility that they focus down one of your DPS characters. So we're going to pull them all in and blind them and set up everybody's AEs. Oh, somebody ain't got any hit points over there in the back. All right, so no need to taunt here. It's not gonna work. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. We'll start throwing around some bleeds. Get back on medic. Let everybody have some of that love. We're going to disrupt the tank. Throw that in the middle, hit the vast majority of them. We're going to go right through Nick with this one. There we go. And easy peasy. So I'm seeing all these ISO 8 videos popping up on YouTube. And of course, you know, I'm not an envoy, all right? I have no direct line of communication with Fox Next. I'm just a jackass nerd who plays games, and I'm pointing a camera at myself. Okay, so we're gonna take down this Asgard team and get moved through a reactor here, but we're gonna start off real quick by dropping that boost with Baxos. And I'm not going to use anybody special to do it, but I am going to take a team that I hope is strong enough to survive the Hela ultimate and get as deep as the Loki ultimate. I'm going to try. Am I supremely confident? No. To do that, I'd have had to take one of his teams that I think I could actually use to clear somebody later, so I hate to waste them. And now we find out. Only one of them survived Hela. So I don't know if I'm going to get to Loki or not. Oh, Lord. The pain. Nope, didn't get to Loki. So we're going to have to face Loki. We're going to have to go through those stupid stealths. We're going to have Greg in our face as the only option to kill. But we're going to take symbiotes where that won't be as bad. mean, we could just take this 517k Black Order and just smash them. But we're gonna take the symbiotes and see if we can get a good outcome. It's a little RNG based here, but we're you know, I'm 60-40 sure we're gonna win. So there comes the stealth right off the bat. And what sucks about that with symbiotes mostly is just that you want to open up with that chain and you're not going to be able to. Alright, so we got Hela out invisible now. I'd rather start with Thor. Ooh, we can spread that disrupt around. Let's do that. That way she won't be able to taunt. Oh, Thor wrecking. Alright, so now we can go on and start hurting people. I'm going to peel off of her. Thor is going to get a lot of free attacks if we go after all these other guys first. Hopefully we can overpower him here, and he's probably going to stealth though, yeah. What you kind of do is you got to get enough burst in. Hopefully the bleeds will get him, but I don't think so. You got to get enough burst in to get them dead before they can stealth. So come here, puny god. Come here. All right, we'll get him off the field. He's pretty much dead man walking. Thor took one of us with him. But it was Miles, and Miles we can certainly live without. I hate to say it, buddy. Sorry. Sorry, Miles. I loved Into the Spider-Verse too. But, you know. It was a great movie. The best Spider-Verse work they've done since Sam Raimi, no doubt. They beat Sony. Oh hey, the enemy war room's been unlocked. Did anybody know that? Or, you know, maybe I did it. I don't know. I had help, obviously. So now we're down to security. Of course, we knew that was coming. And, man, I expected this to be the kill box. Where the fuck is engineering? Okay, so that means that engineering is in one of these bottom two corners. That's the only way that works, right? So that means that they're outside of security here are going to be the two planned kill boxes that they've put together. This is a pretty interesting, I see what they're going with now. So the one thing we're going to need to do to take this whole thing apart, so what I'm talking about here is now we know that since this is not affected by engineering has to be in one of these corner spots, right? Follow the wiggling mouse. And that means that that more than likely all of our best rooms they've set up for kill boxes. So it's going to be here, here, and here. Now they were smart to put engineering somewhere. Well, they're not all going to be kill boxes because engineering can only be on one side, but security is going to affect them all. So what we're going to do is we're going to full clear security, and that should just peel open the onion, man. That should give us a good look at everything that they've got here. Pretty much, I'm betting their three most important rooms are about to be adjacent to this one, and reactor's done. Well, but bridge and medbay probably are adjacent to engineering, whatever side that's going to be on. So let's just take security. We'll just have to ignore engineering. Basically, we'll take security out full clear, and then we will move on to the good stuff. Of course, medbay is ultimately the first one we want to take down if we can. We got reactor half killed already though, so let's Nothing too special here. That Mercs is probably going to take a big team to knock out. But I'm going to see if one of y'all can handle it. And we'll call the room. I got to turn down the sensitivity on this keyboard. It's so twitchy. It is so twitchy. Every time I'm going to the home keys, I end up pressing something. And I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking back. J is an odd home key to hit, but man, I got long fingers. Don't be mad at me. Stubby ones, really. They're just long and thick, but yeah. They are killing me and trying to work in this case, man. Working on the front panel connectors, these little bitty pins and little bitty connectors, and I'm blind and I'm shining a light in there and trying to. Oh man. I mean, maybe I'd have been better in this at 21, 22. Computers surely were simpler back then. I don't know why I didn't get into it. But no, maybe in a lot of ways they were more complicated. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. So let me see if there's something I can do with Baxos over here. He's got 1 energy left to spend. But no, that'd be kind of a punch down for him. I bet I know what he can do. I see something he can do. So we'll swap the view back over here and have a look at Baxalax, who is examining the enemy security. And I'm thinking he's got a power armor team. This will be a punch up, but hey, that's what power armor does. And they might be able to work through these deflects. So I'm going to use his power armor team to try to take down this defender squad. Where are you at, power armor? There you go. It's minor punch down, pretty much a punch across. And I think he can do it. It's an old configuration, right? But it still works. I'm not in a big rush to make that swap with him. I'm not going to invest anything in the Ironheart, obviously. It's a free-to-play account, so he's going to be a while before he really has a usable Ironheart. And then really there's no good home for Vision with him, so there's no huge rush. It would be an improvement, but lots of things would be an improvement on this account. So we want to avoid hitting Daredevil to cut down on the free tax. We'll roll in and take all their blocks off over here. Of course, we always open with Speed Bar on Falcon. I'm going to ability block the son of Kunlun. I'm going to take we're going to eat up a block over there. Okay, we got through Punisher just fine. Now we buff and we start the Wombo Combo. Blah-da-da-da-ow. And even more. Look at all those buffs for those extra fucking attacks. I love it. And then we'll strip some of those buffs. Even better. And then Iron Man. And now we haven't won yet, but we've got things well in hand, and there's just some mop up to do. And there we go. And that's going to be probably all we can do on backs. And all that opened up was a crap team. I mean, it's a crap Hydra team, but still. There's really nothing 100K that fills me with trepidation. Alright. Throwing all those packs in Baxos' face that he's never going to buy. So while we're over here on him, and his timer's up, we'll do another arena fight with Baxos. We'll see if he can punch up on these defenders. It's probably my best bet. Yeah, I don't really need a cup holder on my PC, Chris, because I got a lot of desk space here. You know, bought a nice big desk that's kind of commanding the room. I got it set old school, right? Like it ain't up against the wall in the corner somewhere. It's sitting right in the center of the room, faces toward everything else. I should put me like 2 chairs here, like I'm the fucking principal. But what I actually have is like a little couch right over there. All right, so we're gonna go straight after Iron Fist and try to overwhelm him with these opening abilities. That's what we needed. At that point, it's pretty much game over. At that point, there's still a possibility they could get lucky and kill Minerva and pull it out, but I think Ultron can damn near solo him at this point. So we're gonna go ahead and heal up. Nobody to res. We're gonna hang on to that. And there, yeah, see, he's big Punisher. Yeah, he might have pulled this out. Maybe we'll have to see. We'll have to test that whole Ultron theory, because that, what the hell is the strength on his Punisher, man? Not that bad. Shit, he just killed the hell out of him. So we're gonna have to get rid of him. We're probably okay. We're probably okay. That hurt. That hurt. I somehow just managed to predict that. Okay, so let's get this DPS out of here. That guy probably can't kill us. I'm going to go ahead and just throw a little healing out there. I would have opted for damage instead if he'd been able to hit anybody but Luke Cage. But now, this is what we need right here. We need to get robots out. We need to build up some critical mass and overwhelm these guys with numbers now. And Ultron's good for that. Alright, good. We get rid of that annoying ass tank. We'll try to keep Star-Lord alive with some death proofs and a defense up, and just hope he can kind of hide in the pack. We'll work Jessica down. Back to Maddie. And there you go. There we go. I call him Maddie because it's been pointed out to me that if I were going to be anybody in the MCU, it would probably be Foggy Nelson. So, and I can't argue that. I can't argue that. So he's Maddie to me. All right. Moving on. That will have completed that daily objective for Baxos. And now we're down to just Blitz. And that's good. We're like at 10:30 my time. Let's put about an hour of blitzing in, maybe maybe two rotations. And get ourselves some Ironheart shards. What do you say? Well, in between, we'll come back here and check on security and see what's going on with that. Let me swap you back over to the big guy. All right. So, no appropriate attacks here for him right now. It is now time to blitz. Blitz. Creed. No, that's weird if we call it that, right? Okay. All right, so tier 8-3. So some of these teams down here can win at tier 8-3. I probably need to restructure this list based off that. But these down here, like only if it's the right kind of matchup. Like that's a punch up they maybe can do. All right, we'll give it a shot. We will give it the old college try. So hello and good morning if you're joining us. My name is Vac. We're playing some Marvel Strike Force today. We've just started up on the Ironheart Blitz. Well, for the day, we've been going hard on the Ironheart Blitz, or relatively hard. What we're going to do here is we're going to open up against. I think our best option probably is Yondu. He's not that strong a character, but he does decent enough damage. It's not what it used to be. But he summons, and I don't want to mess with no boomers. And it doesn't really matter. Mostly he's just in the middle. With this team, you just kind of want to, it's all about positioning. So we can throw at him and pretty much hit everybody. We don't want to neuter our damage by wasting splash damage, attacking people on the wings. Kind of like they're trying to force us to right now. So since we're facing, I don't know. There's nothing much we can do. Let's go after Crossbones. Well, wait a minute. No, we'll get the. Let's go after the DPS back there, Sabretooth. All right. Oh no! That's not Sabretooth. That's Thanos. Who bunched these guys up together like that? Oh wait, that was me. All right, so a little debuffing. All right. It's nearly over now. I'm going to feel better if we can keep that Crossbones from blowing up on us. But he doesn't hurt like he used to, but I'd still rather not have it happen. Get rid of Spider-Man. I'm simply amazed that he didn't dodge. So yeah, my name is Vac. We're playing Marvel Strike Force. Excellent game. You know, could it be better? Sure. But a really great game. I've been playing it for about 2 years now. I run an alliance called the Mortytown Locos. And we have a lot of fun with it. At times in spite of the developers. Okay, so let's see. We're going to experiment with this matchup. You know, you can always back out if things don't go your way. There is the option to retreat. And if that option saves me points, then I'll do it. Who to start with? Punisher really rickrolled me in the last fight I had, but that was Baxus. We're gonna see if I get a Loki here. That's a good start. That was a good start. So we'll get some bots down. I've been putting Ultron in with the Marauders just because, you know, for some reason they made 4 of them and not 5, and made no obvious choice to go with them. So who's our best bet to clone here? Probably Punisher. So then we get a little of that our own. You get them robot buffs spread around. A lot of them died from that. That ought to finish off Crossbones. Okay. Now we need to get Punisher out of our way. He is unfortunately the best DPS on the field right now. I wish Wolverine did more damage, and the Cannonball special does do good damage if you have Colossus in the group with him. But otherwise, man, he's just not that impressive. And that's a shame because I was a huge fan. And a big part of what they got, a part of the meta that sucks pretty bad in this game that I don't think they planned well enough for is power creep is fairly inevitable in a game like this, just because of the nature of the business model, not necessarily the game model. And so the problem is that they start the game and they don't know how successful they're going to be, and so they want to have all these showcase characters, right? They want to have all of these marquee Marvel properties. And then the problem is that after that, every new character they add, for the purpose of making money, just needs to be a little stronger. And then those marquee characters end up being, the mid-range blah characters in the game that nobody really fucking wants. And that's regrettable. That's regrettable. I mean, they've kind of wrapped a blanket around Wolverine in that they have given him a good team to resign on. And so the fact that he's kind of ho-hum gets lost in the fact that, oh shit, look at Phoenix, look at all these people around me kicking ass, look at Cyclops over there. You're not even thinking about the fact that, Wolvie's barely contributing. All right, so we're going to bleed up Drax since he's our only option. Get that defense down. And then just to be sure I spread it, he's going to taunt me again. And we're going to spread it. All right, we're going to go right at the big guy here, see if we can blow him up. Yep, there you go. I'm going to put some defense down on Wanda. Dance around, hopefully give it to everybody. Looking good. Gotta love Symbiote Spider-Man. That guy's great. So we're going to rewind her a little bit. We don't need her to go just yet, right? I'm going to ability block. I'm going to leave Wolvie alive. I'm just going to ability block him so that he really doesn't do anything on his next turn. I'm going to stun. No, I'm going to kill Gamora. I'm going to kill Scarlet Witch. And now we can play with Wolverine. Pow. No, I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. No, yes. Yes. Just take your pick. They're going to rickroll them all. Never going to give you up. All right. Meanwhile, Baxos. My tummy's growling at me. I have not broken my fast this morning. Okay. Well, we don't have a choice, right? That's why they take Drax. So let's start throwing that in there. Drax is not really my first choice to take this offense down, but it'll bounce to some people who need it. There we go. We're not going to buff flip yet because I'm cool with Drax. We'll just work that left side of the field. And I get the feeling these guys on the right side of the field, they're gonna go down from counters. Further my point. Now the only thing that would make this better is if Drax had a defense up, but we're about to go murder people because that's what Corvus does. All right. Use Proxima to finish off Gamora. I'm not even going to bother to heal or flip. We could have basic attacked that team down. That speed fix on Thanos. as well as the buff to Ebony Maw, have made a world of difference on that team. That's a possibility right there. Yep. Okay, so yeah, I think Venom is the really the scariest one of this bunch. So we're gonna debuff him up and hit him with the Hella. It's not gonna kill him, but he's in the middle too, so that's helpful. But yeah, we're gonna spread that around because then now we can come in here with our 7 Red Star Heimdall. And, oh man, I'm disappointed that I didn't finish him off. But there's always this guy Thor. You ever heard of Thor? I hear he's the god of hammers. I'm also kind of hearing that Chris Hemsworth is done after Love and Thunder, and that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I get it, right? He's off doing cool action films, and I bet that's what he likes more. But oh, man, don't forget why you're famous, dude. Not just that pretty face. I think that Robert Downey Jr., who is an actor that I have loved for years, right? That guy, hard bromance. I mean, since way back in the day, and I think he overestimated how good he was. Like how did Dr. Dolittle sound good to you, man? Like what? I don't know why he thought that all of these Iron Man fans were going to follow him over and watch Dr. Dolittle. I don't know. I don't get the thinking on that. Let's see here. This might be doable. Some of these might be doable. That one right there. Let's try it. AIM may let us down. They may not. So yeah, I totally get that. The character, that was a great arc. The character's dead. There might be some need to bring him back at some point, just as a flashback. Or I'm not suggesting they resurrect the character. That I'm totally against. But like flashbacks and more hologram scenes and shit like that, I really wish that Robert Downey Jr. had said, I'm willing to come back and do that stuff. But it seemed like he really wanted closure and to move on. But I hear his stance on that may be softening since his movies bombed. So I like the guy, but man, like those properties, that entire arc of story, all those fucking movies, man. I mean, that's 10 years of building you up and making you one of the more famous faces on the planet again. That wasn't all you, man. That was a fucking group effort, right? That was partly the power of the intellectual property. I mean, just look at this principle applied elsewhere, right? And it's because we read comics as kids, is where I'm getting at here. But you look at most of the most horrible shit that you've ever seen in the world in your life, terrorism and shit like that. You'll see a lot of horrible shit as a result of poverty and desperation and things like that. But oftentimes, man, to make people do evil things, it takes childhood indoctrination. The things that happen to you as a child carry a greater weight, into your adulthood than the things that happen to you as an adult. What happened to me last Thursday? I don't know. The number of times that I've been traumatized in my life that I probably just blew it the fuck off since 35, I probably couldn't count, right? You just roll with it because you've got the coping mechanisms by then. But when you're a kid, things hit you hard and they stick with you. And so the emotions that we got and the love that we had reading those comics, It's even though half of us really can't even remember most of that anymore, on a subconscious level, that shit sticks with you. And so you watch these MCU movies, and it doesn't hurt that they're fantastically well done. And then you really feel an attachment to this. We all, I mean, I bet a lot of us, like middle-aged nerds like myself, man, we're on the verge of tears at several points during the whole Infinity War arc. You know, because fucking, I mean, you know, it's a lot of boom pow, you know, bang bang action, right? And you're having a good time, but you know, you get attached to the characters. You were already attached to the characters to the start, I guess is my point. And that's one of the reasons that it all hits so fucking well. All right. I'm scared of Thor less when he's not got his Asgardian friends around, but I'm not scared of any of these guys. I mean, I maybe could go after Iron Man and try to ruin that little synergy with Cap, but even that I'm not too worried about. I think these barriers are going to eat most of it, and I am going to get them off before he gets a chance to do anything. So then we'll go ahead and finish Thor. I don't want to see no lightning around here. I like how he just drops the hammer. See, yeah, that barely did anything. That hardly even hurt the barriers, man. That hardly even hurt the barriers. Alright, so the Thing is going to go smash the Hulk. And he gets his free attack. That sets him off. But we persevere. Ugh. Good show, Deadpool. I need to show you a little more respect, buddy. You've gotten buffed. Alright, and then we make a pretty light show. Oh, man, how did that not kill Cap? And yeah, let's get Deadpool out of here. Let's get Deadpool out of here. Thing will do it. He'll come back. But we'll just kill him again. Alright. Go grow a baby arm. Leave us alone. Alright. Moving right along. We got a good rotation going here. We're into the meat. We're into this final stretch of badass teams. Starting with Inhumans. Yeah, this looks like our best bet. We're just going to aid these guys into Oblivion. Oblivion! That was a great game. I digress. You know. You already know. If you're enough of a nerd to be here, you probably know that. My people. Nerds of the world. Okay, yeah, let's just start putting pressure on Mantis. Man, that's a squishy Daredevil. He took a lot of damage from that. Alright, so we'll start on the Deadpool end and start spreading slows around. And then we're just going to, here's where we start setting up Black Bolt. We'll go ahead and try to put this single target damage on the tank so we can get them all killed at the same time. Here in a minute. And Baku had just enough hit points to survive that Black Bolt. Just enough. So you can see, like this team, I mean, even at 8-3, that's just a breeze. That's just not, you know, barely any thought to it. Could have easily auto-played it. So on to power armor. This looks like the weakest rando combination. So I got a 70k Ironheart. She is definitely better on this team than Vision. There's really no doubt about it. I don't know necessarily that it's enough of a difference that you should invest a lot of money. But she's certainly worth having if you have the means. It's also going to take one of your crap teams and bring them up a little farther up the mid tiers, but you know, because you could put Vision on it. That's helpful. But I'm even excited because I've been excited to have maybe a little upgrade to my Avengers, but it's not really been that impactful. I can't really say that. Okay, let's put some damage on Cap. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so we're going to clear all these debuffs and start laying into the Wombo combo. And it's working pretty well. We lost Iron Man, but I think we'll be alright. Or maybe Hulk will kill us all. I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. There we go. I had some doubts for a moment there. Alright, so we're inching up past 6 million. I don't think we're going to be in the top 1500, but I would like to be in a high percentile. Top 1500, man. I would have had to have, not gone to work yesterday or not done any work at work yesterday, and instead just blitz constantly. And that's just it's not really an option. Okay, so a little X-Men action. That worked out okay. All right. Now I'm gonna finish off Deadpool. We're gonna try to save Storm. We're gonna pull all those debuffs off everybody. Oh, Storm, we knew you well. But he did kill Phoenix for us. Did us a favor. And they don't have a lot of juice left. It's pretty much ball game. So that's, there you go. There we go. 6.3 million. And counting. You really want to get into those upper stratospheres on Blitz. It takes the full package. You have to have the collection power to be able to bring in big points on every match, and you have to have the free time to play constantly during the Blitz. Or bot, or you just bot. I'm going to give everybody a defense up to start. We'll summon next turn. Looking good.
Looking good. So now we need to get Symbiote Spidey out of here. We're just going to have to try to tank the Punisher. There was no getting around that. It's Symbiote Spidey that's really going to hurt us at this point. Let's add some more bodies to the field. Definitely want to heal up. Let's get Punisher out of here. Okay. So she has fed him full of energy. So we just need to overwhelm him with numbers. There you go. That is why regeneration is vastly inferior to healing. Now is better than later. Okay, so that was it. That was it. So let's squeeze in another rotation. Yeah. I like the character. I've already got a good foundation on her. I really want to build her up. And who doesn't love power armor, right? I mean, I'd never heard of the character before they put her out, right? Anybody that was introduced into the comics in the last 15 years is just not somebody I'm going to be familiar with, simply by virtue of age. And the fact that reading comics, and I still have my collection from when I was a kid, but reading new comics is just really a habit I've fallen out of. And it's not that I considered it childish things and laid it down. It's nothing like that at all. I just haven't had time, and I picked up new hobbies and new technologies were invented, and I've really been into computer gaming. So, all right, let's draw all these people together and put the blinds on them. And start laying in some deeps. Love it. See, there's just no way. This is why I say Mantis is at her best a raid character against another player using a meta team. There's simply no way that character can keep up with that much damage. This is not happening. All right, we're gonna sit back down. You're right here. Gotta get the chair. Okay. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. All right. Yeah, this rando here. Last rotation. Vac's getting hungry. Needs food badly. Or at least that's what my grumbling tummy keeps telling me. I'm gonna order lunch. I got some cleaning up to do around here. Man, Storm put it on her. I'm gonna summon. I'm gonna bounce around like a madman with a bunch of claws. We are going to clone. That's a tough choice. Tough choice. Spider-Man. Because I don't have anybody on the team to do, I don't know, spider stuff? Spider stuff? I guess. I can't think of what else he's going to do. Just a little bit of damage. And maybe some defense downs. And stun is occasionally impactful. But not always. So she's building up charges, so we're going to go ahead and kill Storm. No need for the heal. We'll hit Wolvie because he's got a defense down. We'll probably one-shot him. We will ironically have Spidey's clone take him out. And then we can start working on Luke, the hero of Harlem. I never see anybody walking around in bullet hole hoodies anymore. You guys remember that when dudes would be wearing that shit from the show? Walking around with hoodies on, they got bullet holes in them. It's crazy how that shit works its way into popular culture. But it was a decent show. That last season, I wasn't sure about how it ended there, you know? But whatever. Let's see here. X-Men, Defenders, and Rando Dando. But a decent Rando Dando. We're going to go Defenders. I will say this about that last season of Luke Cage, is it turned me on to a rapper named Jadena, who had a scene. Oh, it was the first. That might have been that first season. That was the best season. But it turned me on to a hip hop artist named Jadena that I've liked a lot ever since. He had a song that he did in the show. He was like performing on stage for Cottonmouth the Villain, called "Hail to the Chief." I thought it was pretty good. I've checked out the guy's music, and now I got him in my rotation on Pandora. Wait a minute, hold on. Let's do this manually. Okay, so give me some defense down, Spidey. We'll spread that around. Oh, God, bad things are happening. Okay, so. I'm just going to heal. Oof. Okay. Not today. We're going to retreat out of there. Hang on to our 8-3 status and just forget about Spider-Verse for now. Actually, wait a minute. Some new options. Yeah, let's try that one. I would like to get a win out of Spider-Verse. Or more importantly, I'd like to get 100,000 some odd points is what I'd like to get. Who to start with? So many tanks. Who do I start with? It's all tanks. Let's start with the hit point battery. I said hit point, but I meant they're kind of all hit point batteries. I meant energy battery. Okay, we'll spread that around. No more cap. He cannot do that all day. I'm going to save that special. let's get Thanos out of there before he gets a chance to heal himself. We will use Hulk to bludgeon Luke. I'm going to ability block Luke and then go back and finish off Hulk. There we go. Easy peasy. Dies to the bleeds. Matchups, man. Matchups in RNG, you never know what you're going to get in this game. Sometimes you go in feeling good, you lose. Sometimes you feel like you're going to lose and you pull it out. It's the thrill of competition. Although it doesn't feel like competition because there's no player on the other end. So, Black Order. Huh? It's always fun to watch these guys smash. Who should we watch them smash? Rando, Brotherhood, Rando. I wonder if they could punch up that high on a Brotherhood. Let's try it. I'm going to spend 25 charges just to try it. I'll back out if it doesn't work well. Take a different team. But I'm curious. I'm very curious. And I'm thinking about putting together a Black Order compilation clip, so this would be something I could cut out later. It's Black Order against Brotherhood, new Brotherhood at 8-3. So I'm going to start working Pyro and their DPS over here immediately. I mean, he's not going to let me do it for long. He's going to taunt, right? But okay. So we're blind, so we're just going to throw some basics out. We're going to flip. Oh, you resisted. That did not get rid of the taunt. Okay. Defense ups. Our biggest danger right now is all this AE catching and killing our squishies. Okay. This is going to hit Blob pretty hard. Not that hard. Our squishies are in danger. You in danger, girl. Really needed to clear that taunt. That hurt a lot. Ow, that hurt a lot. So we lost Corvus. Alright. Lost Proxima. Pretty much have lost Thanos now. We're going to see if we can't pull off a miracle. We're going to need to keep Thanos alive to do it. No doubt about that. So we're going to hit multiple foes there. Nothing I can do about this. I just got a basic on Jugs. Could have used that hit. Alright. Still got a chance. We still got a chance. So this was certainly an extremely difficult punch up. I'm going to hold that buff flip in case... no, never mind. We just go and use it. Get rid of that death proof. Oh, he resisted it. Well, it's a big punch up, so we're seeing more resist than we're used to having against Black Order. And honestly, that is one thing that, you know, people have pointed out that is a weakness for them is focus. That's why Maw doesn't always land his ability block on controllers. They certainly don't have like the 1000% focus that Inhumans get, you know. That looks pretty easy. I might be proven wrong. But yeah, like Inhuman focus is off the charts. They, you know, and then Black Order, not so much. let's see if we can get one of these high DPS characters like Daredevil. Okay. It would have been nice to kill Ant-Man. But I think he can live long enough for me to get the hell through him. There we go. And that'll kill him. And then everybody else can have these lovely debuffs. We're getting a lot of multiple tank rando teams. 3 or even 4 of them. Okay, so we're not going to stealth there right now. Let's hit Rhino. Good job, Greg. Now we hit the double of Hell's Kitchen. And finish it off with the Hero of Harlem. Okay. That's a quandary. Generally, see Night Nurse, fight Night Nurse. So what's going to happen here is we're going to tangle up with that 7 Red Star Danvers, and she's going to whoop our ever-loving ass. So we're not doing that. That's 7 Red Star. Look at this. 7 Red Star Punisher, 7 Red Star Daredevil. Kiss my ass. Okay, so we're just gonna move on from them and pick some new matchups here. You know, maybe we can do these with maybe. Ugh, I don't like it. We'll try it. Because everybody's around the same strength, so I'm just gonna get those same teams over and over. Oh. Okay, Johnny's still alive. Good start. Johnny 5 is alive. Alright. If you didn't get that reference, it's from a really old movie about the nature of consciousness, but most people just thought it was cool because it had a robot in it, and that was pretty novel at the time. Okay, so 7 red stars or not. Looks like we have things in hand here. Hopefully that'll finish Daredevil. There we go. Slowly but surely working down Luke. And on to JJ. Checker jacket for whiskey. Check it. Checker jacket. From what I could tell watching the show, her superpowers were sarcasm, whiskey, and fitting into them jeans. That's what it looked like to me. Let's go back to AIM real quick. Yes, that's a winner. Yes, queen. No 7 red stars in it. Everybody's 6. That's a winner. I mean, unless they kill Scientist Supreme, then this is not a winner. Oh, needed a crit or something there. We'll keep the damage train rolling, though. I think we'll overwhelm him. Yep, there we go. Now we spin it around. Get rid of Night Nurse. Maybe JJ's the better option, actually. But it doesn't matter because we're attacking Luke Cage. Okay. Oh, gotta get a taunt back up. I'm glad they're spreading the damage around. Well, there he went. There he went. Get the retaunt. Maybe we'll get him back by the end of the fight. Maybe not. And keep the pressure on. There he is. That didn't take long. Heal him up. And he's still taunting, so keep the pressure up. Looks like he's kind of dead man walking at this point, but I can't retarget, so we just keep going. Good deal. I don't think JJ is going to be able to solo us. Slow is such a good option as a debuff there, because it just means the taunt lasts longer. On aim security, I mean to say. All right, so we're over 7 million now. Pretty sure this blitz is going until this blitz is going until tomorrow night, right? Yeah, another 1 day, 8 hours. So yeah, we're gonna score decent on this blitz. But no, maybe that's probably the best option. Yeah, let's do it. Couple more blitzes, and then we're gonna check the war, and then shut her on down, and see about some lunch and clean the house and such. But I will most likely be back for a late night stream tonight, somewhere in the area of 9:30 to 10 o'clock Eastern. Maybe a little earlier, you know. I'm off. It just depends on how my plans go. Can I get this PC set up? That's the main thing I want to try to focus on today. But I need to get these plays done. And while I've probably put more time into blitzing than I should have, I do want some Ironheart. I'm not going to buy her, so I want to get out here and play for her. I bought those initial offers to open her up and kind of get a foundation, and that's all I really want. She's good enough at like 5 stars that I don't have to put money into getting her to 6 or 7 to use her. Like, I can use her now and just let her build up organically as I do events and blitzes. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Like to put a little damage on a tank or so right here, just to help us out for later. Got a little dicey for a second there. Nearly lost rescue. But we're good now, and the wombo combo has begun, which pretty much signals the end of the thing here. Didn't even make it all the way to Iron Man. He didn't survive last time, and it still didn't matter. Here we got all 5 up. 7.5 million. Keep rolling. Defenders it is. Okay, so I'm going to jump over here on Baxos real quick and check the war. The war. They've caught up 85 to 80. No. Huh. Okay, so stealth the gang. Take it all on the chin with Phoenix. Point this at Luke. There we go. Yeah, kill my Phoenix. You do that, Punisher. See how that works out for you. Didn't survive the summoning. Oh, I was hoping that would kill JJ. 5 energy. Ugh. Okay, doesn't matter. All right, so nothing for Vac to do in war right now. Everything we're looking at is about 150k and below, so we're gonna have to leave that to the Mortys on the lower half of the roster. One more blitz battle, it looks like. I don't want to fuck with that 7 Red Star Danvers. I know that though. So we'll take this kind of rando. This is not an easy team for sure. Anything with Magneto on it, you got to respect. Anything with mags. All right. So we'll see if we can't. He's got a few guys with him though, so he's going to be able to pop that off right off the bat. So I'm going to spend time instead buffing. I'm going to give everybody defense up. We'll just blow a basic attack there. Same thing with this guy. Yeah. Just use up basics. Save our stuff for the next round. And try to weather this storm. Alright. We'll hold off on the heal. Because everybody's bleeding, and we'll need it more next turn. Oh! Oh! Gosh, I might be losing medic here. Yep, face plant on the medic. I don't think we're going to recover from that, but we're going to try. The Jugs has got us tied up. We're dropping quick. Yep, we're going to have to back out of this. This is it's those weird teams, you know, that aren't any kind of pre-mades that catch you by surprise. I mean, when you're doing these 100K punch-ups, you just don't know which team's going to come out of left field and kick your ass. Now this team looks like all offense. Let's try that.
Oh, Pyro. How I hate you. Oh. And we lost Medic again. Yeesh. Oh, hit the wrong button there. Oh, that's regrettable. That's regrettable. Well, shit. Well, that's the price you pay. Looking good. I miss seeing red tile up here at the top of this list. I like anybody who can out hustle me. When it comes to gaming. How we looking on arena? Somebody knocked me down to 5, so let's go put an arena battle in. Unclouded. So now we get to see a Black Order versus Black Order fight. We'll see how this goes. That's good. We let him flip first. And then we'll flip second. Flip all that shit back. Flip his buffs to debuffs. Pass around all of our other good buffs. I was hoping that would do more damage. There went their Corvus. We go with two different schools of thought. The moon. I wish it looked more like a moon landing on people. I really do. I put Corvus next to the tank because then nobody can rebound because he's stealth half the time. And he puts, Thanos. Of course, Thanos is pretty beefy, right? All right, let's see here. Put a stun on the big guy. My turn to drop a moon. I need to put T4s into Thanos. That's something that he's got on me. Let's get him gone already. There we go. Oh, that was nice. I hadn't seen that kill animation. It's not every day you even kill somebody with Maw. Okay, so let's start throwing some damage on these squishies over here. Now that we have free reign to do so. Put the power couple on Maw. Finish him off. We're going to flip all those debuffs and try to save Cull Obsidian. Throw around some buffs. Ooh, that hurt her. Alright, it's a done deal. We lost Corvus, but otherwise, very little difficulty. And that puts us where we want to be sitting, at number 2. And then, yeah, Drogba's team there doesn't scare me. But we're not going to get them now. We're going to get them later, at the appropriate moment. All we're going to get now is lunch. And then one of them Mr. Clean scouring pads. We're gonna knock a little layer off the house here. Do a little cleaning up. I ain't touched it all week. So that will conclude Mortytown TV for the day. It's been a good 2-hour plus long stream. Hope everybody's enjoyed what they've seen. Had a good time hanging out with you. We'll be back more than likely late tonight for a PM stream. I'm certainly going to have shit to do, right? And we'll see how it goes then. We're going to put in some more testing on these new characters. We're going to play Domino. We're going to play Ironheart. We're going to get through a blitz rotation or 2 or 3. Try to get it over 10 million on the blitz by the end of the day today, and we'll go from there. We'll find some fun stuff to do. Actually, you know what? Shit, what am I thinking? You know what? Scratch that. We need to hang around another 15 minutes. Actually, it probably won't take that long. But we're not stopping right now because I forgot to do Dark Dimension 3. And we really want to make some progress on this freaking node today, because after this we can start Cosmic. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Phil in on the first run. 491k team, and it's going to go down like a damn chode. This is a truly punishing game mode. That, I mean, as I've said multiple times, I don't find it that fun. I don't understand the design of it. I don't know why anybody else would think it was that fun. But I think basically they were just thinking it's new content and it's going to take forever to do, so it'll buy some time. That's what I think. All right, so we're facing a host of characters, but I think I want to get Doctor Strange out of there as our first target. I do not want to stealth with Phoenix, because then she will swiftly die twice after that, and we will not get to apply her ultimate on the Dark Phoenix. We may not anyway. It's just how the cookie crumbles here, but we want to give ourselves that chance, because honestly, those are our best advancement. You know, that's our best advancement in progress, is when we get to do that. Log the most kills, etc. It's basically all Phoenix. You know, when Phoenix spawns, we do a lot of damage. When she uses her health steal, we do a lot of damage. And outside of that, we don't do a lot of damage. And there goes Doctor Strange, but also there went some of our guys. So moving on, let's start hitting symbiotes. Was he blinded? Did I miss that? What a noob. So that right there, boom, that's some of the best damage we've done yet. This especially will be with all those defense down. That right there is probably double the damage we've done this whole fight. But now there's not, I'm not going to live long enough to get the ultimate off. There's just too many characters on the field beating on us that are too beefy. Just so beefy. So beefy. So now, I mean, that's the end of the free-to-play portion of Dark Dimension 3. That was over quick, right? Like, how's that fun to do that every day for fucking months on end? Fox Next. Are you fucking insane? Okay. You have game modes that are fun, and I'm only in here to get rewards that I need to get stronger in those game modes. I'm going to put this shit in my rear view the same way I did Dark Dimension 2 and forget about it like the crap game design that it is. Because that's all it deserves. It's shit. It's utter shit. It's thoughtless PvE grinding crap that is meant completely to eat up our time. Any day now. There we go. There we go. So let's clone ourselves a Mordo. Ah, that was the wrong button. I just ruined the fight. Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm distracted. I'm mad. I guess. I don't know. It's my fault. I fucked that up. So let's go back to hitting Venom. We're probably going to die rather quickly now. Because I summoned this stupid tank. And I got no way to sacrifice him. So the only thing that's going to save me is if they kill him pretty quickly before they kill Yo-Yo. But that didn't happen. So now we kind of need him because Yo-Yo's dead. It's very likely we're not going to get the ultimate off on Phoenix this time either. So this is going to be kind of a poor day for me. I got nobody but myself to blame for that mistake I just made. It still doesn't change the fact that this is just frustrating, slogging, poor fucking game design. Who in the house went and it's like, yeah, this is fun. Like, fuck no, it isn't. Fuck no, it isn't. So she's not going to survive. No way. So no Phoenix Ultimates today, which means no appreciable progress today. I mean, there was some... I guess it's fair to say it's appreciable, right? We killed one character, I think. Two. We killed two. And, you know... We barely moved that little bar right there. It's great game mode, guys. Great game mode. Ton of fun. Fucking morons. Okay. So... now we're done. Now we're just going to save the rest of that shit for later. I'm going to get some lunch. I will, you know, spend my noon energy that's coming up shortly here off screen. And we'll be back tonight for a long stream and to get some stuff done. We're going to do our raids. We're going to continue the war. And I'll be monitoring the war offline. Don't worry. Or, you know, off screen. And we're going to, you know, we're going to keep playing Marvel Strike Force. Warts and all. So, my name is Back. Thank you very much for joining us. This is going to conclude Mortytown TV for the morning. We'll be back tonight for more of the same. Hope you've enjoyed it. Be cool. I'm back. And I'm out of here.